Hey folks, welcome to NICO Collaborative Entertainment Professional Management Show, The Fire.
All right.
All right, we with you. We have this dynamite group I want to introduce to you. You heard them on the Crusaders Nation, our radio show. We have with us today just us. Ladies, introduce yourself.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Angela Thomas.
I'm Colette Rowland. I'm Barbara Gray.
I'm Christopher Gray.
Okay, you know we have my co-host, the man himself, Mr. Jimmy Kilgo.
Oh, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Glad to see you ladies. You too, Christopher. Good to see you.
Well, we wanted to follow up because we did the radio show, and we wanted to follow up and put them on also the Tiki Live show as well. So, tell me how you got into entertainment.
Well, actually, I grew up in a singing family. My mom, my grandma, and my uncles. My grandfather, they had a group when I was younger, so I've always been into singing, music. My uncles played instruments, me as well. So I grew up in it.
What instruments did you play?
Saxophone, drums.
Girl, go on with yourself.
I tried to learn the piano, but I didn't stick with it, so
Yeah. Do you still do saxophone?
no.
No, you just sang.
Yes.
Well, I mean, y'all do extraordinary thing, exceptional thing, unique thing. I love your sound. They was at the House of Jazz in Greensboro in February, and the crowd, everybody was like taken away by their sound, what they put out there, the quality of their sound. You know, it's so great to have a group like this because I believe they bringing into our consciousness a new. You see, I'm gonna try to cut them big words out.
I know it.
Okay,
You got to work on that.
I was trying not to say one, but they're bringing into our consciousness a new sound, a resplendent energy that we need in music today.
Yes.
Okay, how did you get into music?
I just started singing just when I was a little girl.
Okay.
And my dad would always encourage me just to continue to keep singing. He's going on now. He's not here with us anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but
Was he a singer too?
he wasn't. He was an artist, actually.
What?
And he-
Now hold up now. Did you say artist?
Artist, yes.
What type of artist? Like fine?
Yes, paint. Yes, he would do
Oh, wow.
realism, abstract, all types
Wow.
of art like that. And
Wow.
so he couldn't sing, but when I sang to him, he said it would create colors for him. So he would say, well, do it like this and do it like this. So, and that's always pushed me.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I grew up in church. Of course, I grew up strictly in church, and I thank God for my bringing. You know, I grew up Pentecostal.
Yeah.
You know, so we couldn't have shorts and nothing like that. You know,
Yeah.
and I had to report to my pastor every summer, and it's what I did during the summer would dictate if I got to play, right? Because my pastor would tell my mom like, yeah, he can play, or yeah, he need to work on his. No, it was just that. That's how I grew up. I grew up that strict, right?
Right.
So the one thing I learned to appreciate was the music of the church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I can't tell you I was convinced or convicted at that time. I love the Lord,
Right. Right.
you know, and there's a lot of people in church that's just, you know, they're in church. That's it.
Right.
You know.
Personal relationship.
Yeah. So I was probably like your dad, you know. I love, you know, I'm old Ohio. I thought that,
All right.
they put me in the corner, you know. But I was probably much like your dad. You know, much like your dad. So I can appreciate that. Tell us your story.
Well, I grew up in church, and that's where I started singing at, in church, on the church choir. So, and from there forth, and as Colette said, well, I come from a singing family as well, so that's just what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so what is your passion about singing? Is it from just the way you were brought up, or is it because we are driven by our passions?
Right.
You know?
Music, not just gospel music, but music period is therapy. So
Mhm.
it make you feel good. So I mean, I just love music, and I used to love to hear Whitney Houston sing Regina Bell, and
Mhm.
I would try to mock them. So, and that's pretty much how
Good.
I started singing.
You just went old school.
Yeah, I'm old.
I ain't heard Regina Bell.
Used to love Regina Bell. Yes.
Okay. But look, you know, and I think that's you have to have a passion to do, you know, this.
Right.
And it can't be, and I just said this in one of our shows, that you got to hustle for this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know, and you got to be with people that want to hustle for this
Right.
thing. If I'm hustling and you're not hustling as hard as I'm hustling,
Right.
it ain't gonna work.
Right. Don't work.
It ain't gonna work. You know, it's the mentality that you got to come. You got to come with the mentality that if I'm gonna put out, you're gonna put out. You're gonna put out the same energy that I'm gonna put out.
Yeah.
Right.
My mother, my mother, bless her, worked 2 or 3 jobs, single parent, would leave us with my grandmother, right? 13 grandbabies she was raising. All of us at the same time. This is what she made sure. You better watch out for him. You better watch out for her,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
Because if one of y'all get in a fight, all y'all
You
get
gotta
in a
get
fight.
in the fight.
And if one of y'all come back and didn't get in the fight, then all y'all are getting the whoop,
Yeah.
right? And with that same mentality, we have to bring that to our art.
Yes.
We have to bring that same mentality to our art. All right. Mr. Chris Gray in the house.
So what's my question? When how did I get into
How you get into it? How you connected with just
Oh, through church. I did marry one of the members.
Okay.
You
You just had to point that out right
I
now.
had.
They trying to get some points.
Through church, their family church, and the church choir I grew up as a church boy. Both of my parents are preachers. Went on the road with a professional group. Ended up down in Wingate, North Carolina through a friend, and I went to fill in for him at the church, and they ended up hiring me. Came from that. These girls was on the choir, and I was like, for so long, yo, y'all need to do something. Y'all need to do something. I mean, they started out with 5 members, and the group actually again was named Purposely Unique. And we was rehearsing, and 2 of the members had to leave. They were siblings. They had to leave. Life happened. And Barbie used to say, it's just us. It's just us. It's always just us. And I said, you know what? Y'all need to just name the group Just Us.
There you go. There you go.
And that's pretty much how that happened.
All right. With that life epiphany.
Right.
Yeah, that
I
life
just
epiphany.
left them 3, so I was like, we was in rehearsal one day. We was like, it's always just us. I was like, that's gonna be y'all name.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw some word on you. Let the wheat grow with the tare, and God will do the separation.
Right.
So anytime you have a purpose in life, God's gonna drive you to your purpose.
Right.
That's right.
You know. Now you can travel horizontally, and you be in God's permissive will, and that's those people that go back and forth, back and forth. But when you start to get vertical, that's when you're in God's purpose. When everything starts to go up
Jesus.
and up and up and up.
Yes.
And that's what it sounds like that y'all came to an epiphany
Yes.
Right.
as a group.
Yeah.
Did I put that elegantly?
You put
You
that
did that
eloquently.
great.
I enjoyed it. I have to get the
I
dictionary
enjoyed
out.
that. Jesus. I enjoyed it.
All right, Mr. Kilgore, what question you have, sir?
Well, the other night when we was talking with Just Us, they was telling us about a single that they have coming out. Could y'all tell us a little bit about that single and when you're gonna release it?
It should be next month.
Okay,
The first single we're gonna release is "Don't Give Up."
all right.
Yeah, don't you dare give up.
Yeah.
And it's actually a traditional song that was remade, but that's what we have to do at this time.
Right.
Don't give up.
Right,
No
that's
matter what
right.
you're going through
Mhm.
in life, don't give up.
Oh, that's good.
God got you.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Right.
Who wrote that single?
Um,
That song was
That's-
actually written by, it was done by Matty Ingram.
Okay.
Yes.
Ingram Mets, back in the 80s. So a lot of choirs sang that song, but they never put the tail in. So when we went in the studio, I was like, yo, we gonna do it.
Finish it up.
We gonna finish it right
Finish it up.
way and bring it back.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember that song.
All right.
So
yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing that song. We're
Yeah.
excited about it, just like y'all.
You know, I was, and y'all know we said this on the radio show. I was talking about how I grew up so strict that you had that mother, you had to pray for an hour before you talk. You know, I'm not kidding with you now. This was legitimately Pentecostal.
Yes.
No, you had to pray. They put us all on the altar.
and Terry.
And we had to tarry, thank you. We had to tarry for an hour, and when you went to sleep, that mother would come by, right? I was just saying in the last show, man. I was feeling my head. I got PTSD from church, cause you can never stay awoke the whole time. You know, you're asking a child to stay awoke the whole time. But with that said, let's talk about this project, right? What do you want the people to really feel from that project?
They need healing,
Come on.
deliverance,
Mm-hmm.
feel our message,
Okay.
what we're trying to send out to them.
Well, we need healing in our nation, because our nation is really messed up right now, and we need that healing. We need songs like that
That's
to minister to the people, and the most important thing is that we minister to the people.
Minister,
You know,
right.
it's not just singing; you got to minister to them.
Right.
Yes.
You know, you got to bring them to the point of healing.
Mhm.
You know, El Rafa. You know,
Mhm.
God
That's
of
my
healing.
healer.
Right? We got to be able to translate that. We have to be able to interject that
Yes.
Yes.
into today's society,
Right.
because they need to be healed,
That's right.
right? They need to be healed, and that's what it sounds like. It sounds like that single is going to do that,
Yes.
Thank God.
right?
Yes.
Anything else about the single that you know what's that message we got? Healing here,
I would say a message of hope.
hope.
Because yes, in Jesus Christ we have hope. So if everything else is failing, you still got hope. And
Come
you got
on.
it. You got more than
Come
enough.
on,
Yeah.
Come on.
So you got to just continue to have that hope, and that's what we have to spread. There's hope,
yeah.
and so that's what I want to make sure we get across to people, that
Yes.
no matter what situations you're going through, there's hope.
Yes.
There's a light at the end. You know.
Yes. Come on,
So
come
just
on.
go through.
And you know, and I'm glad you said that. You got healing, you got hope. What else?
And just to hang on in there. Just
Hang on.
don't you dare give up.
All right.
Don't give up. You
All
gotta
right.
hang on in there.
See, you got healing, hope, hang in there, right? You know what I call that? Fire! That's what I call that.
All right.
You know, because you got to put it out there. You know, people got to feel it. We need that. We need that. So, Chris, where do you see this group going?
Besides the top, Grammys, Oscars, films, movies, stage plays.
Yes.
Not trying to do just the ordinary
That's right.
gospel genre of things. I mean, arenas, baseball games, football games,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
even some of this riding stuff, protesting stuff, getting called just to come out there and sing songs like "Don't Give Up" or
Right.
"More Than Enough."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I see. That's my vision for them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. You know, here we go, Mr.
I
Kibble.
got you.
You know, a lot of times you can't compartmentalize things.
Right.
You know, a lot of times you can't, because it will limit your potential.
Right.
Yes.
So when you're putting things in a box and say, I can only do this, then you're only going to stay in that box.
That's right.
Right.
But when you say, watch out, we're gonna have church. When you say all things are possible,
Yes, God.
That's it.
That's
right?
That's
Then
it.
you get beyond that box,
Yes.
right? And in your God consciousness is gonna propel you out of the box regardless. Because if God has great things for you,
Yes.
He's gonna make you uncomfortable in the box.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be able to stay in this box
Yeah.
because you're greater than the box,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
Go ahead, Mr. Kilco. What's the next question, sir?
I'm excited about the group and everything, but I'm more excited about when we can get out and start spreading that gospel. We all get together and start doing concerts here, doing concerts there, spreading the message that God can save anybody.
Yes, and that.
That's what I'm gonna be excited about.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Chris, because I have connections all around. I have a connection up in Maryland, and they've been trying to. They connected with the movie world, so they've been trying to get Nico to connect with them, so we'll have a good connection. And I don't do anything unless I'm gonna win.
That's
All
right.
right, all right.
That's right.
I don't do anything unless I'm gonna win. That's just the bottom line. There might be some people out there. Might think a little different, but you know. I'm born to win, y'all. I'm born
That's
to
right.
win.
That's right.
You know, I am. The reason why I'm a Christian. Now, y'all check this out. The reason why I'm a Christian is because when I played sports, my mentality to win was higher than Michael Jordan. That's how competitive I was, right? So when God called me this way, I was like, okay, I'm never gonna lose because I'm on a winning team.
That's right.
All right.
That's it.
I'm never gonna lose.
That's right.
So anything I do, this is the reason why you get on me all the time about running 100, you know. But I feel like this: if God tell me to do it,
That's right.
and I'm praying about it,
That's right.
That's right.
I'm gonna do it.
That's right.
If He tell me to do this, that, and that, I'm gonna do this, that, and that.
That's right.
Do it well.
That's right.
That's right.
Because He said I'm gonna win at it. You know, and that's the whole thing about. I'm pretty sure about your group. You're gonna win.
Yes, we are.
You're gonna win regardless.
That's
You know, sometimes you have to. Mr. Kilgore, reel me in on this one. But you didn't hear me say it so many times.
Oh.
You can't ride a horse like a zebra. You ride a zebra, it's wild, it's gonna buck you off.
You got to say it. That's you got to say
So sometimes you got to know which horse you ride.
That's right.
Y'all hear me?
That's right.
Y'all, you got to know which, because every horse is not gonna finish the race,
That's right.
Right.
right?
And
Any more questions?
I
I'm
was just
gonna
gonna
let
say
you
the
go
thing
ahead.
about that. If God is for you, who can be against
That's
you?
right.
Come on here.
He got all the power.
Got it.
Exactly right.
Come on here.
Yes, sir.
Come on here. All right. So we're gonna close this out by letting you. What's your next phase that you're looking to? What's your next phase? We'll start over here and come back here.
Alright.
Right. So we're gonna start there. Come back here.
Well, people don't really know that this group is actually new artists as well. It's just not just a single. The next phase I was telling them about was like, yo, you need to do your debut concert. So that's something that we were looking at in late summer or early fall, around the end of September, trying to do something real big. It's not going to be the ordinary, is what I'm saying. We have to go all out with it. Nothing was going to be in just a churchy setting. I mean, we're talking about backdrop, stage lights, fog machines, everything going all out. I mean, it looked like a Disney Child concert. Was how the stage was like. I mean, because they try to reach a lot of different people. The wellest, the older, the younger, and anything, and never want, like you just said, to piggyback off what you were saying, never want to put somebody just in a box,
Right.
and you never want to be labeled. And right now, I can, like you said back at the show we were at in February, when they got off stage leaving, and I was going out the door, I had people stop me and say, who was that? Like, they can sing this type of style, but yet we all in here drinking. And we felt that. And that made us go back and think about certain things, because these girls can literally come in here and just sing, and then we received them while they were singing on God. while we playing rap music and at the bar. So I'm like, yo, listen, this is just not just this is the thing what I feel like they need to be doing. Don't just try to just target Christian people.
Right.
Target everybody,
right.
because everybody needs the same message.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback that because I know I'm gonna come to you with this one, but I'm gonna piggyback that. In this business, you cannot be so religious that you put yourself out of a job.
That's right.
Now, for example, Aretha Franklin, right? She was brought up in the church. Father was a preacher, right? But she probably ministered to more people by what she did and by people learning her life story than by just staying in the choir. Right? Now, I am saved, Holy Ghost filled, and running for the Lord.
All right.
So I don't want none of y'all heathens. I don't want none of y'all heathens that's watching this show to say Doc Farrington said you didn't have to do the right thing with God. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have to have a God consciousness.
Exactly.
Right? You have to have a God consciousness. You have to be able to communicate. What's the next phase?
The sky's the limit. We just go as far as the Lord allows us to go. We just enjoying the ride.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, just letting God take us to where we need to go so that He can be glorified. You know, using the gifts that He's blessed us with,
Come on.
because they're not supposed to be staying hidden. That's what
Right.
He wants us to
Watch
share
yourself.
those gifts.
Right.
You know, and as He continues to bless us and open doors and opportunities, we're ready to walk in and do what
You
God's
speak.
calling us to do.
See, you make me, I'm almost going to say it. All right. Fire! Girl, speaking fire. He's speaking fire. All right, go ahead.
Bigger and better.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Short and sweet, bigger and better.
Yes.
Short and sweet, bigger and better. I appreciate y'all coming on to the show. I really appreciate the opportunity for the fans that follow us from radio and now to TV to get the opportunity to see you, you know, to actually see you, you know, because we want this to blow y'all up. You
Yeah.
know, we want them to be able to put a face with a sound,
Right.
you know, and rest for sure, mark Doc Farrington's word that this group is going to be bad, will break records. You know, I tell my football players this. I tell my football players, when y'all make it big, just send me 2 tickets.
I'm gonna say, don't forget about the little.
Yeah, don't. Look. I just want my 2 tickets. That's all I want. When y'all make it to the Grammys, you send me 2 tickets. When you make wherever you go, you know, if Doc can be there, send me 2 tickets.
We got you. We got you.
Right?
Yeah.
Just say Doc was a part of the foundation.
Yes.
That's all I want y'all to say. Doc was a part of the foundation. Mr. Kilgore, any part word, sir?
Just like
You got 15 seconds.
just like to thank everybody for joining in, and may God continue to bless each and every one.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, folks, if y'all want to get up with us, if y'all want to be a part of Nico, just give us a call, 336-290-2276. We also out there on social media. Check us out. And we appreciate y'all joining us. Like I always say, purpose people do purpose things. Get it, got it. We're out.